The United States holds an estimated 1.5 million prisoners in state and federal custody at the end of 2014. While that number is down 1% from the previous year, the United States continues to have the highest documented incarceration rate in the world. I'm aware that most of today's discussion will likely focus on the possible radicalization of Muslim inmates. However, I'd like to encourage the committee to remember that limiting this committee's oversight of radicalization to one religion ignores threats posed by violent extremists of all religious and ethnic backgrounds. Violent gangs organized along racial and ethnic lines exist throughout United States prisons. The National Gang Intelligence Center has assessed that major gangs pose a serious domestic threat, particularly national-level prison gangs that maintain substantial influence over street gangs, in some cases counting incarcerated members as well as affiliated individuals outside of correctional facilities. Prison gangs can wield influence over thousands of individuals, both incarcerated and free, throughout the United States. It is clear that prison gangs often pose a security threat to prisoners and prison staff as well as the American public. Some prison gangs delve into radical or extremist ideologies, and in a number of instances, these ideologies are integral in fashion to cohesive group identities within prison walls. Several gangs in America's prisons subscribe to white supremacist beliefs, views broadly shared by some domestic extremist groups, such as the Aryan Nation, the National Socialist Party, and the National Alliance. For example, the Aryan Brotherhood is a particularly dangerous national-level gang with approximately 15,000 members in and out of prison. In June of 1998, James Byrd, a particularly disabled black man, was dragged to his death by 3 ex-convicts, 2 of whom were members of the Aryan Brotherhood, and the other was seeking membership with that group. The presence of these types of intact and operational gang organizations, coupled with the ability of their leaders to control and direct operations outside of the prison from within the prison's walls, should not be ignored. The willingness of these groups to use violence, undermine order, and commit mayhem is not dependent on religious belief or political ideology, nor do these groups limit their terrorist acts to prison walls. The use of a prison as a platform for collaboration between both criminal and extremist gangs and groups pose a real and present threat to our homeland. With that, Mr. Chair, I yield back.